Second Lady Usha Vance will make a controversial trip to Greenland. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Monday, March 24th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. This week, the wife of Vice President J.D. Vance will travel to Greenland with one of her sons on a delegation of U.S. officials. In an announcement yesterday, the White House said she will visit historical sites, learn about Greenlandic heritage, and attend a dog sled race. But this is no simple spring break. And that's because President Donald Trump has repeatedly threatened to acquire Greenland. The island has a population of 57,000 people, and it's part of Denmark. Officials in both Greenland and Denmark have repeatedly pushed back, noting that the territory is not for sale. Trump's national security advisor, Michael Waltz, will also travel to Greenland. That makes the trip a little more eyebrow-raising. And it prompted Greenland's leader to criticize the visit. He called the planned trip aggressive. Greenland is strategically located, and it has critical and rare metals that are needed to build things like electric vehicles and smartphones. Trump has said the U.S. needs the territory for national security reasons. Number 2 is a Post exclusive. Senior tax officials are bracing for a sharp drop in revenue. Treasury Department and IRS officials predict a decrease of more than 10% in tax receipts by the April 15th deadline compared with 2024. That would amount to more than $500 billion in lost federal revenue. The IRS collected $5.1 trillion last year. For context, the U.S. government spent $825 billion on the Defense Department in the 2024 fiscal year. Officials say the prediction is directly tied to changing taxpayer behavior and President Donald Trump's rapid demolition of parts of the IRS. The administration has moved to fire nearly 20,000 agency employees, specifically targeting new hires in taxpayer services and enforcement divisions. And the IRS has noticed an uptick in online chatter from individuals declaring their intention to not pay taxes this year. They're wagering that they won't get caught by auditors. Number 3. The death toll in Gaza passed 50,000 people. The figure was shared yesterday by Gaza's health ministry, which does not distinguish between combatants and civilians. But it says the majority of those killed in Israel's bombardment and invasion are women and children. And experts say the toll is probably an undercount. The grim milestone comes less than a week since Israel broke a ceasefire with Hamas and resumed bombing Gaza. Now Israel is considering plans for a new ground operation, which could include a months-long military occupation. But nearly a year and a half into this war, Israel has not been able to destroy Hamas, which led an attack on Israel in October 2023, killing about 1,200 people. Number 4. Pope Francis made his first public appearance after a 5-week hospitalization. The Pope had not been seen by the public as he battled double pneumonia. He suffered 2 respiratory episodes that almost cost him his life. But yesterday, he appeared on a balcony at the hospital in Rome where he was being treated. He appeared to be alert but diminished. He waved and thanked a crowd of well-wishers.
Grazie a tutti. E vedo questa signora con I fiori gialli. È brava.
That was him complimenting a woman in the crowd who had brought yellow flowers. Francis was discharged and returned to his home at the Vatican. He's been told by doctors to rest for at least 2 months. Families are finding out from the JFK files that their relatives were CIA assets. That's our 5th story. Last week, the Trump administration released thousands of pages of unredacted documents about President John F. Kennedy's assassination. It shed light on many CIA secrets and has made for interesting reading for some unsuspecting families. People are learning for the first time how their parents, grandparents, or even spouses participated in American spycraft. One man, 45-year-old John Smith, learned from a Post reporter that his grandfather appeared in the files. A newly unredacted account from 1991 detailed E.B. Smith pressing a KGB official for Soviet intelligence related to Kennedy's killing. John Smith said it was surprising, but made sense in hindsight. His grandfather had once lived in the Soviet Union and maintained connections there. You can read more about these surprising family revelations by clicking the link in our newsletter today. Just follow the link in our show notes. At number 6, we're checking back in on March Madness. The men's Sweet 16 is set. The first weekend of the NCAA tournament had some close games, but few surprises. All 4 number 1 seeds on the men's side advanced through the first 2 rounds. That includes Duke, which got back its best player, Cooper Flagg, from an injury. And yesterday, tournament favorite Florida edged out back-to-back champions Connecticut. Yesterday also finally brought us the thing we've all been waiting for, a game-winning buzzer beater. Freshman Derek Queen lifted Maryland past Colorado State at the very last moment. Here's what that sounded like on CBS.
From the out of bounds to the freshman Queen who's driving, floats it. Oh! Maryland on the right side of a buzzer beater with life into the Sweet 16.
That means that Maryland advances to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2016. In the women's tournament, the second round wraps up today with 8 games starting at noon Eastern. All of them air on ESPN or ESPN2. And at number 7, a light bulb in California has been burning for 124 years. In an age of endless updates and obsolescence, the centennial bulb is a reminder of a time when technology was built to last. It hangs in a fire station in Livermore in the San Francisco Bay Area. It got its name in 2001 when it marked its 100th consecutive year of illumination. It was created by the Shelby Electric Company and cost 40 cents in 1901. At the time, other leading bulbs had a lifespan of about 50 days. So the company wanted to make one that lasted longer. Clearly, their plan worked. The secret to the bulb's longevity may lie in its filaments. Those are the thin wires at the center of an incandescent bulb. Scientists think these ones were made of carbon about the width of a human hair. And the bulb runs at a low wattage. That may help its endurance. It's not working too hard, and that has probably protected it from burning out. Let that be your inspiration to slow down this week. All right, you're all caught up. Let this be the week you take the plunge and become a subscriber to the Washington Post. It's the best way you can support the work of Post journalists and this podcast. Right now, you can get a year's all-access digital subscription for just $40. Head over to WashingtonPost.com/subscribe to get that deal. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.